आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News.
In today's episode, we remember freedom fighter and the 8th President of India, Ramaswamy Venkataraman, who died on the 27th of January 2009. In his young age, he was an activist of the Indian independence movement and participated in the Quit India movement.
Venkataraman was born on 4th December 1910 in Rajamadam village, Tanjore district, Madras Presidency. He studied law at the University of Madras and began his legal practice in 1935 in the Madras High Court and the Supreme Court of India. While practicing law, Venkataraman was drawn into the movement for India's freedom. His active participation in the Quit India movement of 1942 resulted in his detention for 2 years under the Defence of India rules.
Venkataraman's interest in the law continued during this period. In 1946, when the transfer of power from British to Indian hands was imminent, the government of India included him in the panel of lawyers sent to Malaya and Singapore to defend Indian nationals charged with offences of collaboration during the Japanese occupation of those two places. He also helped draft India's constitution, which was adopted in 1950.
Venkataraman was an integral part of the parliamentary team that redesigned India's provincial parliament during the period between 1950 and 1952. In 1950, he was elected to free India's provisional parliament and to the first parliament from 1952 to 1957. Although re-elected to Parliament in 1957, Venkataraman resigned his seat in the Lok Sabha to join the state government of Madras as a minister. Venkataraman held the portfolios of industries, labour, cooperation, power, transport and commercial taxes from 1957 to 1967. During this time, he was also the leader of the upper house, namely the Madras Legislative Council.
Venkataraman was appointed as a member of the Union Planning Commission in 1967 and was entrusted the subjects of industry, labour, power, transport, communications and railways. He held that office until 1971. In 1977, Venkataraman was elected to the Lok Sabha from Madras South constituency and served as an opposition member of Parliament and chairman of the Public Accounts Committee.
In the 1980s, as the Union Minister of Defence, Venkataraman was credited for initiating India's missile program. He shifted APJ Abdul Kalam from the space program to the missile program and consolidated the entire missile system, naming it as Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Later, he served as the Vice President of India and then as a President of India starting 1987, where he worked with 4 Prime Ministers and appointed 3 of them.